3 million people, a prime minister crushed live on television, and one brutal interview that could mark the end of Keir Starmer's career. This is not speculation. This is happening right now. Isabel Oakeshott looked him in the eye and called him a disgrace. No conviction, no plan, no backbone. Her words have unleashed a political storm, spreading across Britain faster than any government can contain. Within weeks, over 3 million citizens signed an official petition on the Parliament website demanding an immediate general election. To put that in perspective, that is 1 in every 15 eligible voters actively demanding change. Not a poll, not a survey, action. From Scotland to Wales, from Liverpool to London, disillusioned Labour supporters, Conservatives, and even Reform UK backers united in one voice: enough is enough. In just 48 hours, the petition exploded to 100,000 signatures. By week 2, it cleared 1 million. When it finally closed, more than 3 million names stood in defiance. Parliament was forced to debate it. The chamber was packed, the public tuned in by the millions, and when Keir Starmer finally responded, he dismissed the entire rebellion as party politics and accused his critics of being sore losers. Those words did not calm the fire. They turned sparks into a blaze.
Let us be clear, Jane. This moment feels different. It is not simply another rocky week for a prime minister. When a respected journalist like Isabel Oakeshott openly dismantles the sitting leader on live television and millions echo the same anger, you can feel something structural cracking.
I agree. Oakeshott's interview was extraordinary. She did not shout or rage. She spoke calmly, and that made her words devastating. When she said Starmer lacked conviction, when she compared him unfavorably to Nigel Farage, it was not just an insult, it was a reflection of real polling data.
Exactly. The YouGov numbers confirm it, a net favorability of -50. No prime minister in modern British history has fallen this far, this fast, after a supposed landslide election victory. Even Gordon Brown, during the crash, had stronger support.
And Labour's problems extend beyond Starmer personally. The party itself is collapsing across demographics. Working-class areas feel betrayed, young people disillusioned. Ethnic minorities, once a solid Labour base, are now drifting away. Meanwhile, there is a surge, an actual surge, for Reform UK.
The figures are staggering. The latest MRP modelling projects 311 seats for Reform UK. That would put Nigel Farage within touching distance of number 10. A party dismissed for years as fringe, now potentially forming a government. This is not hypothetical, Jane. This is an earthquake.
And the anger is not only about personality. Look at the scandals since Labour took office. The £22 billion budget shortfall Rachel Reeves failed to reveal before the election. Angela Rayner forced to resign over her tax affairs. David Lammy mocked for weakness abroad. Mandelson pushed out under questions of donor connections. Piece by piece, the credibility of this government is falling apart.
And immigration is the accelerant. Labour promised to stop the boats. Numbers have gone up instead. The so-called brick card digital ID system, scheduled for 2030, was meant to be their solution. It looks like a distraction. Oakeshott tore into it. The public roared agreement.
On social media, anger is chronic. Starmer out hashtags trend daily on X. Videos of Oakeshott's interview rack up millions of views. This is no longer confined to political geeks or newspaper readers. It is pulsing through the population.
The comparison Oakeshott made to Donald Trump is uncomfortable, but accurate. People feel ignored, dismissed. They want blunt language, bold action, not careful equivocation. Farage delivers that with fire. Starmer cannot muster it.
Which brings us to the larger question. The petition cannot itself force a general election. Only Parliament can do that. And Labour's majority makes it unlikely in the short term. But politically, the damage is immense. Every by-election Labour faces now becomes a test. If Reform UK starts winning in places Labour should dominate, the pressure internally will explode.
That is the timeline, Jane. 6 months. Watch the by-elections. Watch whether Labour fractures under pressure. Watch whether Starmer even survives in his role. Political history tells us governments fall when MPs in marginal seats see their own doom.
And this is not only about one leader. It is about whether the entire political structure, two cautious mainstream parties running on autopilot, can sustain itself against a tide of frustration. Oakeshott's words crystallized what many already felt. Leadership has vanished.
So the question, for Britain's elderly voters who lived through Thatcher, through Blair, through Brexit, are we now witnessing the opening act of another political upheaval? This moment may be remembered as the day 3 million citizens sent a warning that Westminster could not ignore.
3 million names. A prime minister branded a disgrace? A rival surging towards Downing Street? Is this the beginning of the end for Keir Starmer? Or will Labour find a way to claw back from the abyss? Tell us in the comments. Should Starmer resign now? Should Britain face a sudden general election? Or is Nigel Farage truly ready to lead the nation? Subscribe now to Alert View and activate the notification bell. We are tracking every twist of this story, every by-election, every scandal, every surge. History is unfolding before our eyes, and you will not want to miss what happens next.